Sometimes, life brings us to the exact moment we need without any explanation, and today, Leo, you are standing right at the edge of a powerful revelation. Welcome to Eternal Mindfulness, your cosmic sanctuary where every word, every whisper from the universe is just for you. If you found yourself here, it's not by chance. It's a divine appointment. Today's deep horoscope reading is crafted specifically for you, dear Leo, to unveil an unexpected gift the universe is sending your way. A rare and beautiful door is opening, and what's waiting on the other side is not just fame and fortune, but a brand new chapter designed to elevate your spirit and your destiny. Take a breath. Feel the energy that brought you here. Perhaps you've been sensing subtle signs, angel numbers like 888, 1111, or even 22 flickering before your eyes. Or a deep, unshakable nudge in your soul. Those are not coincidences. They are sacred signals, woven through the fabric of time and space, guiding you towards the golden opportunities ahead. From the timeless wisdom of the universe, much like the teachings of the ancients, we are reminded, everything unfolds exactly when it should, and those who listen deeply are never led astray. Today, you are being called to listen, not with your mind, but with your heart. Your presence here means more than you know. Let me take a moment to express my deepest gratitude for your light, your energy, and your willingness to journey with us. Every like you gift, every heartfelt comment you share, every time you choose to subscribe and stay connected, you become an irreplaceable part of the Eternal Mindfulness family. Thank you, truly, from the depths of my heart. Your support is what breathes life into this sacred space, and it is because of you that we are able to continue delivering these transformational messages to the world. And trust me, dear Leo, you will want to stay with me until the very end of today's message, because what the universe is about to reveal is nothing short of breathtaking. It's not simply about material wealth or outward success, it's about aligning with your highest path, your deepest calling. So let me ask you, what silent force do you think has drawn you here today? Was it curiosity? Or was it your destiny speaking louder than ever before? If you feel the stirring inside you, if you recognize the call, I invite you now to leave a comment below with an angel number that resonates most with your spirit in this very moment. Maybe it's 888 for abundance, 1111 for new beginnings, or 22 for building your dreams. Whatever number you feel drawn to, trust that it's exactly the right one. Your acknowledgement is like a sacred handshake with the universe, affirming, I am ready to receive. Stay close, Leo, because this is only the beginning. What comes next might just change everything. There are moments in life when a door appears quietly before us, not with noise or fireworks, but with a silent, almost sacred stillness. Leo, one of those moments is unfolding right now. You may not have realized it, but the universe has been weaving threads behind the scenes, aligning opportunities, preparing the soil of your destiny for a seed that is ready to bloom. The Ace of Pentacles, shining brightly in today's reading, is no ordinary omen. It's a key placed directly into your hands, an invitation to unlock a future brimming with prosperity, abundance, and self-fulfillment. But not everyone sees these doors when they appear. It is not a matter of luck, it is a matter of readiness. Only those who are willing to trust their inner knowing, to quiet the noise of fear, and to step forward with courage can recognize the opening when it arrives. In many ancient teachings, there is a simple but profound truth. What you seek is also seeking you, but it requires your movement toward it. A door may be wide open, but it remains meaningless unless you choose to walk through. The universe is not here to force you, it is here to partner with you. It extends a hand, but waits for your reach. There is immense power in that choice. It reminds us that even among all the cosmic dances, all the divine timings, your will, your action, your belief, these are sacred forces that shape the unfolding of your life. In the teachings of wisdom traditions, the first step toward any new beginning is not about perfect conditions, it's about the willingness to move without certainty, the courage to leap without knowing exactly where you will land. Perfection is a mirage. Waiting for the perfect moment, for more knowledge, for more money, for more validation, it's like waiting for a river to stop flowing so you can cross it dry. The river will never stop. Life will never pause. And the deeper mystery is, you were never meant to avoid getting your feet wet. You were meant to dance in the water, to learn through experience, to trust that every step forward would teach you something you could never learn from the shoreline. Today, Leo, the golden door stands before you, not asking you to have all the answers, but simply asking, will you trust yourself enough to walk through? Will you let your heart, rather than your fear, be your guide? Imagine standing there, feeling the warm light spill through the cracks, sensing the possibilities calling to you like a melody only you can hear. That melody is not random. It's the echo of your own soul's longing, a song that has been playing for you across lifetimes. The Ace of Pentacles symbolizes the materialization of intentions long held. It suggests that what you've planted in your heart with sincerity and effort is now ready to take physical form. However, the universe whispers a reminder: creation requires participation. Abundance is not something that falls from the sky into closed hands, it fills hands that are open, reaching, willing. You may not see the entire path ahead, and that's okay. In truth, you don't need to. As one teaching reminds us, when you take one step toward the divine takes 1,000 steps toward you. All that matters now is that first step. Not a leap of fear, but a leap of trust. So ask yourself gently, what is one small action I can take today to walk toward my golden door? Maybe it's applying for that opportunity. Maybe it's speaking your truth. Maybe it's simply saying to yourself, I am ready. If you feel that truth stirring inside you, I invite you to declare it boldly. Comment below with, I'm ready, or share the angel number that resonates most with you right now. 888 for abundance, 1111 for new beginnings, 22 for building dreams. This small act of claiming your energy is not just symbolic, it's powerful. It tells the universe, I see the door. I choose to walk through. And in that single choice, dear Leo, a brand new chapter begins. There are seasons when the soul feels stretched beyond what it believes it can bear, and yet, somehow, you survive. Leo, if you are standing here now, it means you have already endured more than you ever thought possible, and you have emerged, perhaps not unscathed, but undeniably stronger. Life has tested you in ways both visible and invisible, layering your heart with lessons that cannot be taught, only lived. The cards today, the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords, reflect the sheer weight you have carried on your shoulders. Responsibilities, heartbreaks, battles both internal and external, these have been your silent companions. And yet, through it all, your spirit remained unbroken. This moment is not about dwelling on the hardships but about honoring the magnificent resilience that brought you through them. Seeing the sacred number 1010 appear now is no coincidence. It is a signpost, a clear message from the universe. The cycle of burden and struggle is complete. A new beginning, shimmering with light and hope, is ready for you to claim. There is an ancient understanding that suffering, while painful, refines us. Like a piece of gold purified through fire, your spirit has been tempered into something stronger, more luminous. The difficulties you faced were not punishments, they were the sharpening stones against which your wisdom, your compassion, and your courage were honed. If you look closely, you will see that the very cracks you once despised have become the places where your light now shines the brightest. Now, the path forward calls not for further struggle, but for care, renewal, and self-compassion. Imagine a warrior after a long battle. Does he immediately seek a new war? No. He lays down his armor, tends to his wounds, nourishes his body, and allows his spirit to find peace. This is your sacred time for restoration. Eat foods that bring life to your cells, vibrant fruits, grounding greens, natural seeds. Move your body not with force, but with reverence, a gentle stretch, a deep breath, a few minutes each day devoted to remembering that you are alive, and that being alive is itself a miracle. Perhaps the greatest act of courage now is to rest without guilt. To acknowledge that rest is not laziness, but wisdom. In many ancient teachings, rest is seen not as the absence of doing, but as an essential part of becoming. When you rest consciously, you allow your inner garden to regrow, to blossom in ways that force and striving never could. As you move forward, I invite you to hold a tender question in your heart. If you could revive one forgotten dream, one silent hope, one part of yourself that got lost along the way, what would it be? What piece of your soul longs to breathe again? Allow this question to sit with you, not demanding an immediate answer, but simply opening a space inside you where something new, something beautiful, can be reborn. Transformation, after all, is not about becoming someone else. It's about remembering who you truly are beneath all the layers life has placed upon you. And dear Leo, who you are is something astonishing. Not because you have never fallen, but because you always found a way to rise. Not all transformations are loud or dramatic. Sometimes, the most profound shifts happen quietly, like the steady unveiling of a light that was always within you. Leo, after everything you have walked through, the battles you have endured, the parts of yourself you have reclaimed, your true radiance is now beginning to emerge, stronger and more magnetic than ever before. The Star Power card did not appear today by accident. It is a sacred reminder that you were never meant to live hidden in the shadows of doubt or fear. You were born not just to survive the storms of life, but to rise above them, to shine in a way that ignites others, to be a beacon, a guide, an embodiment of the limitless potential housed within every human heart. Your presence has always mattered. Now, the world is ready to see it. Energy is a language older than words. And right now, your energy is speaking louder than ever. When you embrace your unique gifts, whether you are a creator, a leader, a healer, or a visionary, you become like a star in a darkened sky. You don't need to fight for attention. Your authenticity, your sincerity, your very being becomes a magnet for the right people, the right opportunities, the right moments. There is a teaching that says when a flower blooms, it does not announce itself to the bees. It simply becomes what it was meant to be, and the bees find it naturally. In the same way, Leo, you are being called not to chase after validation or external recognition, but simply to embody the truth of who you are. Your light will reach those it is meant to reach without force or struggle. Authenticity is your most powerful magnetism. This is the perfect time to intentionally practice the law of attraction in a way that is gentle, aligned, and powerful. Begin each day with a simple affirmation: I shine effortlessly, and success flows to me with ease. Speak it not as a desperate wish, but as a calm remembering of something that has always been true. Follow this by setting one small, tangible action each day that nudges you closer to the dreams that stir within you. Dreams are not built in grand leaps. They are crafted in the quiet consistency of honoring them daily. Build connections not from a place of seeking approval, but from a place of sharing your authentic gifts. Share your art, your ideas, your voice, not because you seek permission, but because it is your nature to create, to express, to inspire. When you stand in your authenticity, criticism loses its sting, and comparison loses its grip, because you recognize that your journey is uniquely sacred. And now, if you could whisper one truth to the universe, telling it what you want the world to see about you, what would you say? If all limits and fears were stripped away, what brilliance inside you would you most want to offer the world? Hold that truth tenderly. It is a seed, ready to blossom. You are not becoming someone new, you are finally allowing the world to meet the truest version of you. And that, dear Leo, is a miracle in motion. If shining your light is the beginning, then building your foundation is what ensures that light continues to burn brightly through every season of life. Leo, your journey is no longer about simply dreaming. It is about anchoring those dreams into reality with wisdom, patience, and clarity. When the Emperor and the World cards emerge together, they don't just celebrate your growth, they challenge you to claim full authorship of your destiny. You are no longer a wanderer seeking validation, you are the architect of something enduring, something truly yours. True strength is not in how loudly you roar but in how steadily you build. Much like a mighty tree, which grows not by forcing its branches outward, but by rooting itself deeper into the earth, you are now being invited to create stability from the inside out. Financially, this means approaching your resources with respect and vision. Investing wisely, saving consistently, and creating streams of income that nourish you over time, not just for the immediate moment. It is not about chasing wealth for its own sake. It is about creating a life where your energy is freed from the chains of constant survival, allowing you to serve your highest purpose with joy. In your career, the doors that are opening are not random. They are reflections of the seeds you have planted, sometimes long ago, with your passion, your effort, and your unwavering spirit. Opportunities to lead, to innovate, or even to start something entirely your own may now be appearing at your feet. But stepping into them requires a willingness to honor your path without shrinking back into doubt. There is an old teaching that says, when you step onto the path that is meant for you, the ground itself rises to meet your feet. Trust that the ground will hold you. Your physical body, too, must become a sacred part of this new empire you are building. Not through grand gestures or rigid disciplines, but through small, consistent acts of love, a walk that clears your mind, water that nourishes your cells, a moment of silence that reconnects you with your breath. Health is not simply the absence of illness, it is the presence of life force flowing through you freely, unobstructed. Caring for yourself is not a distraction from your goals, it is the very foundation upon which your true success rests. Imagine, if you will, the empire you are building now. Not an empire of walls and conquests, but an empire of values, resilience, integrity, generosity, creativity. Picture your finances as a river that flows, abundant yet balanced. Picture your work as a garden that grows, not for approval, but because it is your nature to bloom. Picture your health as the sacred ground that holds it all together. This is not a fantasy, it is a blueprint waiting for your hands to bring it to life. Leo, you are no longer waiting for life to happen to you. You are happening to life. Every small action you take today becomes a brick in the magnificent temple you are building. Step by step, breath by breath, you are not just creating a future, you are becoming the future. And when you look back one day, you will see, it was not the dramatic leaps that made you great, but the daily devotion to your own becoming. Strength, real strength, is not about holding everything together with sheer force. It's about knowing when to build and when to yield, when to push forward and when to allow life to flow through you. Leo, as you construct your foundation, there is a deeper truth you are being called to embody. The art of sustaining what you create comes from living with awareness, not from constant striving. There is a quiet wisdom in understanding that life is not static. Everything, success, relationships, seasons, moves in cycles. Just like the moon waxes and wanes, just like the tides rise and fall, your empire will have its natural rhythms. There will be moments of expansion, of brilliant harvest, and moments of necessary stillness, where resting and recalibrating are not weaknesses, but vital acts of strength. Living in alignment with the natural flow of energy means recognizing that your worth is not measured by constant productivity. Your greatness lies in your ability to be present with whatever phase you are in, celebrating the growth, embracing the quiet, trusting the unseen roots that deepen in silence. In ancient wisdom, it is taught that grasping too tightly leads to suffering, while moving with grace through each change leads to peace. Imagine your goals not as prizes to be snatched hurriedly, but as flowers that bloom when tended with patience and trust. Each day, your true task is not to control the future, but to show up fully for the moment at hand. Take conscious actions rooted in integrity, but release the need to dictate outcomes. Surrender, not as giving up, but as an act of powerful trust in the architecture of the universe. When you act with mindful intention and allow the results to unfold naturally, you become an unstoppable force, not because you force life to bend to your will, but because you move in harmony with it. In the practical sense, this might look like setting your financial goals with wisdom, then allowing yourself to enjoy the process rather than anxiously chasing numbers. It might look like nurturing your health with daily habits, while accepting that healing is not a straight line but a spiral. It might mean leading in your career with vision, but not tying your worth to every immediate success or setback. Picture yourself like a river, not rigid, but clear, strong, and endlessly flowing toward the ocean. You are not here to resist the bends in your path. You are here to move through them with dignity and lightness. Every moment of presence, every choice made with calm awareness, becomes another pillar supporting the empire you are building, not only for yourself, but for those whose lives your light will inevitably touch. So as you continue to rise, remember this: your empire is not just the wealth you gather, the status you achieve, or the milestones you reach. Your true empire is your energy, your spirit, your ability to remain rooted in yourself while allowing life's ever-changing dance to move around you. Build boldly, Leo, but build with breath, with heart, and with the unshakable trust that everything you are creating is exactly as it is meant to be. There comes a moment when the soul no longer asks for permission to shine. It simply shines, because it remembers. It has always been its nature to do so. Leo, you are standing at the threshold of such a moment right now. You do not need the world's applause to validate your worth, nor do you need anyone's approval to step into your greatness. The brilliance that has been quietly forming within you, across every trial and triumph, is ready to be seen. The universe is not handing you a reward for enduring the past, it is revealing the truth of who you have been all along. Everything you seek, prosperity, recognition, impact, is not something outside of you. It is the natural byproduct of aligning with the essence you already carry. And now, as the doors to greater financial abundance, career expansion, and soul fulfillment open before you, all that is required is your willingness to walk through with your heart ablaze. You are not here merely to participate in life. You are here to create it, to shape it, to pour your own light into the tapestry of existence in a way that only you can. This is the power you hold. It is not distant, not reserved for another lifetime. It is in your breath, in your hands, in the decisions you choose to make today. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a declaration to the universe: I remember who I am. I am ready. If this message resonates within you, if you feel that stirring of recognition, I invite you to affirm your connection by leaving a sparkling heart emoji or your favorite angel number in the comments below. Let it be your silent yet powerful agreement with the universe that you are ready to claim the blessings aligned with your highest path. Perhaps 888 for financial flow, 1111 for new beginnings, or 22 for building solid foundations. Choose the one that feels like a spark in your chest. And if this journey today has touched something inside you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Eternal Mindfulness, and stay close as we continue to walk this path of transformation together. Every click, every comment, every moment you choose to engage brings you deeper into a community that honors your growth and your light. Thank you, from the deepest part of my heart, for allowing me to be a small part of your magnificent unfolding. Before we close, I leave you with a question to carry gently in your heart. If you no longer feared failure, what is the one bold move you would make today toward the life you dream of? Remember, the only permission you ever needed was your own. You are not just stepping into success, Leo. You are stepping into the extraordinary destiny you were born for. The universe has already said yes. All that's left is for you to say yes to yourself.